Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Fitting with Rice and Cookie. I'm Rice.
And I'm Cookie, and today we are playing more Donkey Kong Country 3.
Hey Cookie, I don't know why, but when we had our stream starting soon thing, usually I hear some awesome music that I'm like jamming out to.
Oh, yeah, but there was
I
none today.
I didn't hear it today.
It might be linked to all of the technical issues we've had to deal with so far. Maybe. That's my
Yeah.
guess. I assume that we will have it resolved by next time.
Yep.
So I'm guessing we only have 5 lives. Should we go back to World 1?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Never hurts to have more lives.
That's what I think.
Trying to think of what's been up this past week and weekend. Oh, we got our COVID shots last week.
Oh, yeah. That was on
That was
Thursday.
a big thing.
It was huge.
So we're just doing our. Where are you going?
I keep just, making mistakes left and right.
So we're just waiting on our 2 week, wait time period, and then we'll be fully vaccinated, which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
I did not like being sick though.
No, I didn't either.
Like I didn't even have a bad temperature, and I was
My-
still just like I'm dying.
I know, me too. Because the highest I ever saw my temperature was like 99.2 or something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
My highest was I think 99.7 or 99.8.
Yeah.
So I almost got up to 100.
Yeah. I was not feeling good, and really, for me, it was like the nausea, though, that was the worst, because I was like, I felt fine in the morning because I had taken ibuprofen in the middle of the night. So, like, I started my day off as usual. I did, like, a workout, and then...
Oh wow, look at you.
I know. I was like, side effects, not me. And then, I think it was around 9:30, I had a meeting, and just like from the very beginning of the meeting, I felt so nauseous, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna work for the rest of the day. So like I stayed for the whole meeting. And it's not even like, it's just one of those meetings where like you just say like what you've been up to for the past week, because we do one every week just to keep tabs on things.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I felt really horrible, but I found that when I was talking during the meeting, I felt pretty good. So I was like, okay, well, maybe if I just talk constantly, I won't feel nauseous. But it turns out I just took ibuprofen, and then I was, took a little while to kick in, but then I was feeling good. And Frozen Fury's here. Bam!
Hi, Frozen Fury.
Thanks for hosting. Yeah, so what was your experience like, Rice, with your, like, what did you do? Well, first I'll tell you what I did. So after I had my meeting to talk about what I did over the past week, I stopped working, and then I did what I always do when I get sick. I put on a Disney movie. So I put Hercules on.
Oh, nice.
Argus's pick, because one time in college I was sick and I put on Hercules, and so to him that is the movie you watch when I'm sick. So, so yeah, we watched Hercules, and then after that, I was like, I don't know what I want to watch next, but then I decided I wanted to watch Tinkerbell, so I watched Tinkerbell next. And after that, I don't really know what else I did with the day. I kind of just like, I think I tried taking a nap or something. So, How was your sick day after the COVID shot?
After second COVID shot day. So, it started at like midnight. Actually, no. Let me back up. So after the shot, I went home and I worked out because I had heard that if you work your arm, then you're like, you don't have as much like arm pain.
I wanted to tell you, I do think that works, because I had, I was making cookies on, the night after we had our shots, and I was doing like push-ups on the countertop, like, so they were very like cheater
modified
push-ups. But and then I was also doing tricep dips too, and I think my arm wasn't as sore as what it was for the first shot.
Yeah, so I did a workout first. Um, yeah, okay. Yes, I did a workout, and then see Tiger and I went to bed really early. Like we went to bed at 8:30, which a lot of times it's more like 9 by the time we actually go to bed. But we're like, no, we're going to bed early, 8:30. And then like around midnight or 12:30 or so, my legs were just really achy.
Oh, okay.
And like I had the worst time sleeping. Like I would wake up every 15 minutes or so from 12:30 until my alarm went, or no, until CU Tiger's alarm went off at 5. Like I did not have solid sleep. It was terrible. And then I woke up with a low-grade fever. Whenever I would like get up to move, I don't know if this happened the first day, but it definitely happened on day 2 and 3.
Did you get a headache?
Yeah, I would get like a headache as soon as I stood up.
That happened to me also.
Okay.
Also on day 2 and day 3. We're so alike. It's like we're twins.
I had slight nausea, but nothing too bad. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna work at my desk. And so like the thing is I took some Tylenol, so like I felt okay for the first part. But the thing is like, so my legs weren't achy anymore and I didn't notice the fever anymore, but my back was still hurting me. So it was at that point around like 10:30 and you had already said that you weren't gonna work anymore. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna work anymore either. So...
I felt so much better once I stopped working, honestly.
Oh yeah, me too.
And I don't know, like, because I think maybe I had nausea for like the half hour, like my first half hour of not working, but I do think it was just the ibuprofen like took it away and then it never came back. So
okay. Well, so after I decided to stop working, I went straight to the couch and I took a nap because, you know, as I said, I slept, darn it.
Yeah, badly.
Slept horribly. So I wanted to get some more sleep. So I slept for about 2 hours or so. Like I woke up, you know, kind of a lot because my dog kept coming over to check on me. She would come over and lick my nose, and I'm like, thank you, Nurse Ripley, you're doing a great job. But then I would just, you know, go back to sleep. Yeah, and then I had lunch because I got really hungry. So I had a bowl of chili.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, like the nausea wasn't a big deal because if I had been like really nauseous, I would have probably just had like toast or something.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had toast and I had some like, you know, off-brand wheat thin crackers. And I gotta tell you, those crackers were like so delicious. Crackers.
Yeah. So my whole experience wasn't great. And then Saturday morning, I woke up and my fever, I think my temperature was my temperature was back to normal. So that was good, but I still had the thing where you stand up too fast and then the headache and I was just like, I still just like feel off. So, because one of our friends, she had a birthday party for her son who's turning 2. Initially, I texted her on Friday being like, hey, I don't feel so good. There's a chance I might not go. So I texted her on Saturday morning. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just stay home, take an easy day, recover. Did you end up going?
I did, yeah. And because on Saturday, like, yeah, I had the little headache thing when I'd stand up, but I was like, otherwise I feel good. So yeah, so I went to her son's birthday party and it was fun. So me and Argus played some, like, we threw frisbee with her son.
Okay.
And when I say, like, so he would throw it sometimes at us, sometimes in the totally wrong direction. And then we had to, like, look out because sometimes, like, if he threw it right at you, like, you know, you had to be ready. Whereas, like, whenever we would throw it at him, we would throw it short so that, like, he wasn't going to get hit. But then one time I threw it too high and then it hit him. But he was a good sport and he didn't cry, so that was cool.
That's good.
And yeah, we talked with our friends. And because the thing is, I wasn't sure if, like, she was going to have a bunch of, like, her friends. Because I was like, well,
that was another thing that I wasn't certain about.
Yeah, because I was like, well, if I'm invited, like, and the thing is, there's nothing wrong with that, but, like, in the past, we've, like, gone to things that she was, like, hosting thinking it was just gonna be like, just us and her, and then it's like, oh no, by the way, I've got like 5 of my other friends that like I've never met before. Um, so yeah, so I wasn't sure how it was gonna go, and it was really just her fiance's family. So like
Okay.
his parents and like his, I think, 2 or 3 siblings, and I think maybe I don't know. I didn't get like a formal introduction to any of them. I just had to like piece it together. I think that maybe his sister like brought her boyfriend, but maybe that was one of the brothers. I'm not really sure. But so it's pretty small. And yeah, it was just nice, and they had like some like hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff. So
Barbecue food's always good.
yeah, so we had some like lunch, and yeah, it's very pleasant. And like the thing is, we were there I think for only an hour, but we were kind of on a tight deadline because we were gonna also go see one of my friends that lives like a mile and a half away from her.
Hmm.
So but then we also had to get back home in time to watch soccer. So then so after an hour I was like, okay, well we gotta go, but she was glad that we stopped by, and she said how she was sad that you couldn't come. And I thought though, because you had told me that you really wanted to garden, and that was the only good day of the weekend to garden because of the weather. So I told her that you said you wanted to garden, and so that's what I told her. So sorry. True though.
I did do gardening too.
But also, if you're not gonna feel good, like you don't want to drive an hour. Like if
Right.
you're gardening, you can just run back into the house and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, and then we went to go see, our friend that lives a mile and a half away, and so we met his daughter, his and his wife's, because she just turned 1 in April. So yeah, we met her and we played with her a little bit. She went down for a nap, and then we just kept talking. And the whole time I'm like, I know Argus wants to get back in time for soccer, but I'm also kind of like, well, we haven't seen, like, this friend is now in my book club, so I will talk with him online once a week, but, or just like virtually. But like, other than that, we haven't really seen him, and he loves talking with Argus, but Argus isn't in book club, so I was like, I didn't want to be like, well, time to go. Plus they were like so excited, to like have people over, so we stuck around for 2 hours there, and then
Did you stay inside or outside, and did you wear masks?
we were inside, and we did not wear masks because
Whoa.
I know I was like, are you sure this is okay? Because so the thing is, his wife works from home, and I mean the baby is also at home all the time, and so he goes to work, and I don't know. I think he said that he might work like because I think he does like he's kind of like the security guard, like at places. I think that was at least one job he had. We don't really talk work stuff, so but last I knew, he was like a security guard for like a building kind of thing. Kind of like,
Okay.
the people at work who are the security guards, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So I think he does that at like a hospital. I thought he said he worked at a hospital, but I'm not totally sure. But either way, so all of us were like, we all do play it very safe. And of course, I was just like, oh my gosh, we were just at a birthday party. Granted, it was all outside, and granted, we also have both had our vaccines, even though I'm not fully, at my full effectiveness yet. But the whole thing, I was just like, maybe I should be wearing a mask. I was like, I don't know, but they said it was okay. And then me and Argus are gonna go see my parents this weekend. And I told our parents, I was like, hey, this is what we did this past weekend. Like, now you know. So like, if you want us to wear masks or whatever, that's fine. Just tell us. But our parents are like, oh, we're fully vaccinated. We're not concerned about you guys. But like, do you think we have enough lives?
I think we might.
Okay.
Because
So
yeah,
I don't know.
I was gonna say that. I think that we should get on with the game.
Yes. So I don't know when we go to my parents. Like, I'm gonna just leave it up to them for if we wear masks. I mean, we really probably should, but at the same time, why am I inept?
I don't know. You have to press a button.
Oh, is that right? Okay. So,
I mean, really, I'd
no.
say if anyone should wear a mask, it should be mom.
Yeah, because she's a teacher.
Yeah, since
She'd
she
be
still
around
goes
people.
into school. So,
But
like,
I
if
wasn't
she,
sure, but also because our dad has been taking care of our nephew, though.
yeah, but I mean, you want to wear a mask if you're worried about infecting other people. So, like, I would say that Mom and Sue Tiger are the most likely to be like, carriers of it
I
because
see.
they're the ones in contact with a lot of people.
Right. But a lot of people say that, gosh, what is with this fish? Okay, I thought he was gonna attack me, but I just wasn't sure.
Why he turned evil on you?
I think he can, yeah, he can eat fish. So if you let him eat the fish,
Oh, I see.
it took me too long to realize, but I think if he just gets too hungry, he eats you.
No, I think you're right. Um, yeah, and so it's our mom's birthday coming up. So I texted Cookie earlier today being like, "Hey, do you think we should like plan on getting an ice cream cake or something for her?"
Which of course I love the idea.
Yeah, of course. Um, but yeah, so we were like talking about that, and we were like, "Oh, maybe we should do a cookie cake kind of thing."
I
Because
love the
Cookie,
idea of the cook. I just love cookie cakes. So
I mean, I loved the idea too. Um, though our older sister, she's been talking to our dad, and she thinks that he said something about how she wants an ice cream cake. Um, so I told her confirm that, and then we'll play it by ear after that. I mean, I always like ice cream cake. The only downside is, this time of year. Well, actually, it's just where they live because they don't have a Dairy Queen.
oh
They,
yeah, that's right.
and they don't have any ice cream shops. He needs to eat. He's getting hungry.
I'm trying. He's being stupid.
Um, yeah, so they don't have a Dairy Queen, so I think that's really like the big deal with why they never get one that has the fudge.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to go to like a Dairy Queen or just like an ice cream place.
Yeah, because Wegmans has, they have the Carvel cakes that have just the crunchy layer.
Which they're still good, but they're just not as good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you were doing so well.
Thanks.
I was like, I might not have to do this level. Oh, he can't eat those.
I didn't think so. But didn't he just eat it?
Yeah, but he's sick now.
Oh.
Eat the fish. He's still sick.
Yeah, because I had him, he ate some of those spiky things when I was playing, and I was like, oh, I guess he can eat those, but I didn't think it was good for him. Who wants to eat something, oops, that's spiky?
Yeah. But yeah, so I thought cookie cake would be good. But I looked at a couple of the ice cream shops because I'm like, I wonder if either of them can do an ice cream cake. Because like they have that soft serve place.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, oh, maybe they have it, but they don't. And then I thought, I mean, I knew the Ice Cream Shack wouldn't. I did find this other like bakery shop that they're a little north of where our parents live.
Okay.
Like more Mayville, I guess. Oh. Yeah, so they have things like I think they have ice cream cookie sandwiches.
No.
And,
These guys.
So they had other things, but they didn't have ice cream cake.
I see.
Oh, he ate that.
I know. Just eats what he wants, whether it's good for him or not. Gosh, I hate when he goes to eat and then he misses. Dude. Oh, no, don't eat it.
He ate it. I need to find fish.
I'm looking. Oh,
Oh,
good.
there you go.
Cool, now I don't have to... Oh, cool.
Nice. You were MVP on that level.
Thanks. Yeah, I was thinking that... Because lately whenever... Do you need help?
No, I'm
You're
pretty
just gonna
sure
go
this
save?
is... No, I'm gonna do the next level.
No, you're going backwards.
Oh, I guess I'll save then.
But usually when me and Argus go visit my parents, we stop for pizza and we get, bring pizza home. And so we might be doing that, but I was also kind of thinking like, what other like restaurants want some business right now? Like, I guess I don't even know, like, our parents' area, like, there's a lot of chain restaurants, but then there's also a lot of local restaurants, but they're very, like, they fluctuate a lot. Like, places will go out
Oh, this
of...
is the boss.
Yeah. The places will go out of business and new restaurants open up. So I just don't even really know what's around anymore. So I was thinking that I would take a look at the local restaurants and see if...
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? My jump wasn't good enough? I think it's because I wasn't holding Y. Hold Y.
Always.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I'm the elephant, for some reason, it just doesn't occur to me to hold Y.
Yeah. You've got to go around.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Good thing we got all those lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so on Saturday, since I stayed home, I was working on my irrigation system. And I didn't even do it for the whole day. I did it for like part of the day. But I have it all like laid out correctly. But the thing is, so they say to glue part of the pipe because it's a high flow, like a high pressure. But the thing is, I didn't have all of the stuff I needed for the glue because apparently you need primer and cement. Which I only had bought the cement. And Cass is here and says, "Hello, how's it going?"
Hello.
We're doing pretty well. We both got vaccinated, so we're pretty excited about that. Yeah. So in the U.S.
Shoot! Oh my gosh, I'm alive.
That was close. There's a big push to get everyone at least, available for a vaccine in, what was it, April? Like mid-April?
Oh no, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's when everyone became eligible. But it's, whether or not you could find a appointment or not, which being in New York, we had, for us, it was like a week before April 15th that we were able to sign up. And Cass gets his in June. Nice.
Oh my gosh, why was the water not coming out?
I don't know. Yeah, so we're pretty excited. Still not planning any, big international trips because, still too risky. What is that?
It looks like water skis.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, but, actually, should I go back and save?
May as well, yeah.
Right? We're both planning on doing like small domestic trips this year.
And Cass still wants to go to Paris.
Nice.
I only went to Paris once, but I loved it.
I've never been there. I was trying to learn French for a while, but then I kind of stopped. So, which actually, Cookie, I was thinking if you wanted to learn Russian, you should check. Oh, I didn't want to go in here. I was gonna tell you, you might want to check out Duolingo because it might be on there.
It is on there because I had looked into it, and people had in their reviews of the Russian like program, they said that you should try to learn the Russian alphabet somewhere else and then do Duolingo. So, and the thing is, I just don't know when this, trip will ever happen. So I'm kind of like hesitant to like start if I'm not going to be going for like another 10 years. Like I literally have no idea.
No, stop it. No. Sorry.
Cass, have you been to Paris? I will say, to me, like, I just love that there are croissants and crepes everywhere, and they are delicious. And really just all the food that you'll probably get would be good. And honestly, to me, it's just like all the sites that you've always seen in movies and stuff, and then to just be there, it's like, it's amazing. But I will say, I was kind of lucky when I went because it was like raining the whole time. And I'm saying that's a good thing just because there weren't very many tourists. Like it was not crowded at all. Like when we were walking to places. Because who wants to go like up the Eiffel Tower when it's raining? No one, but we did. So it wasn't very crowded, but I think for me, if it was crowded, then I wouldn't have liked it as much because I don't like crowds.
Is there anything up here? Do you remember?
I don't think so. I think that's where we started.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to go to Paris someday, but I thought this was where
you gotta speed up. You gotta go really fast. There you go.
Okay, you hold Y.
Okay. Yeah, Cass is the same about the crowds. He says, perhaps I'll be lucky because of COVID. Honestly, like, probably. I would think there'd be way fewer tourists in general because, like...
I think you can get some really good flights, too.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know for me and Rice, we're not going to be going international for, like, not for this year, like, maybe next year, but, like, I don't know. We'll have to see how things are going.
Oh, that was dumb. I guess I shouldn't have gone down there. But you might as well check it out since, Okay, well that was totally not worth it.
That's okay. Then I can get you.
But yeah, so staying closer to home this year. But the whole... Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say the whole reason why I was trying to learn French is because I wanted to go up to Quebec City because I thought, oh, it would be really nice to go to Quebec City because it's a lot closer. So like, I could just drive there and do like a long weekend sort of thing. But then they closed the border to Canada, so
it's been closed
forever. Didn't do that anymore.
Well, I was. Ooh.
Oh, that's okay, Cass. He says he's on another stream too.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't want to jump into it, but it just happened. Well, I was going to say I did start doing more research finally on our trip to North Carolina, though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So, because we are planning to visit our friend from college, but I don't know like how many days like. Because, he'll still be working. So it's like, well, if we're taking the whole week off, I don't know that, we don't want to force him to, like, take time off, So, so I don't really know what I haven't really coordinated with him, but I knew I wanted to go to Asheville. So pretty much I've just been looking into Asheville and thinking, what do I want to do when I go there? And so I'm pretty excited. I picked out, like, a couple hikes that I would like to do. And then I also, people in general were just talking about the food and they're like, oh yeah, Asheville's great for food. I'm like, well, that sounds perfect. And one thing that I'm particularly excited about is they have like it's like a wine trail, but it's cheese. And so
Oh,
I'm very excited about that. Like we're probably only gonna go to maybe like 2 or 3 farms. Um, but you know, me and Argus really like cheese, so
it was actually something I wanted to do in Vermont.
they've got a
Oh,
cheese trail too.
I don't know if they have a cheese trail, but they just have a bunch of places that you can eat cheese.
Yeah. So that is definitely on my to-do list. Um, and oh gosh, I let my guard down for a second, and that's what happens to me.
That's okay.
But yeah, I guess those were the big things. I was looking into Airbnbs.
For
But the
where?
thing is, for Asheville,
Because you could maybe stay with one of our cousins.
well, I had thought about that, and I was like, I just don't know, because we don't. They're like, for those that don't know, our cousins are like over 10 years older than us, which like that's fine. But also they've got like their families. I was like, I don't want to like, I don't want me and Argus to like be a nuisance.
Well,
Um,
the thing is, though, like our one cousin, her kids are older.
yeah.
So, like, I think, because when we were looking at going to Asheville, I was like, oh, I would reach out and see if we could stay with her because, I mean, unless you wanted to stay in like the trendy area.
Well, the thing is, the trendy areas have lots of restaurants.
I know.
Um, but because yeah, I was kind of hoping to get find a place that was like walkable. So I was looking either like downtown or like the western part of the. It's like still in the city, but like quite westwards. So I was looking at those areas, but and I keep meaning to reach out to our cousins though and ask like, are there any particular hikes that you guys like, or what restaurants would you recommend? So I do keep meaning to reach out, and I could ask. I don't want to invite myself over. It's one
Well,
thing
they
like
might offer though.
that's true. Um, so I feel like it's one thing for us to invite ourselves over to Wave Wish's house because I feel like that's totally like normal. Um, but I feel like to invite myself over to these other cousins' house, I feel like I don't know.
Okay. I figured there'd be a guy getting ready to chase me as soon as I jumped on the wire.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are relentless.
I know.
Oh no!
You were doing such a good job.
Thanks.
Oh, I want that G.
You don't need to get the G.
I got it.
Okay. Ah!
You were so
I got
close.
right to the end. That's okay.
I didn't even see that barrel there. I was just, my eyes were just stuck on the bee. I'm like, oh my gosh, a bee, and that was
I didn't see the barrel either, and I thought I was a goner. Just to bash the baddies. Oops.
You probably should have thrown me at them.
Maybe.
Oh.
Wasn't expecting this. Oops. Yeah, I was looking into stuff for that wedding that Sea Tiger and I are invited to.
Which wedding?
The one that's near Ithaca, but it's not as close
It's not
to Ithaca.
really. Yeah.
So the thing is, it's near Auburn, New York. And so it's near Auburn. It's like probably 45 minutes from Ithaca. But I was looking at like their wedding website and stuff, and you know what I saw is that like our invitation, I'm listed as Tracy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm like,
Now,
when we
who?
get RSVP, because like there's a section where you can put comments. So like if you have any dietary restrictions or
Yeah.
something, um,
Oh.
so I'm gonna put in there like, my name is Stacy, please,
Well,
you
Han,
know.
how did these people get your name wrong?
Well, because the thing is, so I've met the groom twice. Pretty sure I've met him twice.
Oh shoot.
So oh, you just left me down there.
I I don't know why, like I walked right by him. He should have, gotten the hint to follow me, but he like didn't. He said, "No, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna sit here."
Yeah, so I've met the groom twice, so he like, probably just didn't
One of like
remember.
Steve Tiger's friends.
Yeah. So he probably just, I mean, he was close.
It's also possible that well, so I mean, I know for like when I was sending out my wedding invitations, like mom was helping me, and so she like did half of the envelopes and I did the other half. And so I wonder if like it could have been maybe like his mom or maybe even the bride's mom, and they just, were just in such a rush. You got so many envelopes to go through. Maybe that's
See,
what happened.
well, no, because it's an online invitation through the knot.com. So I was thinking, oh, maybe they just typed it in wrong. Like
Yeah,
maybe like one of them was reading off names and the other person was typing.
right.
We need to jump on that bug.
I know.
But yeah, then I guess Sea Tiger said that I was listed as Tracy in the like when we got mail too from
Okay.
them.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I will leave a note and be like, my name is Stacy. Spoiler, everyone.
I didn't even think about it,
Yeah, so I'll just say, this is my name. Please, please use it moving forward.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, you're doing so well.
Yeah. Oh, and the groom went to our wedding too. But yeah, so we're planning to go to that one. We haven't RSVP'd yet, but we also need to buy or reserve a hotel room. Which, because the thing is, like, they have like a million hotels listed because it kind of depends where you're coming from, because
I see.
like, because in the town where they're getting married, there's like nothing, like no hotels.
Yeah.
So like we're probably going to stay in Seneca Falls because the hotel in Auburn, darn it. The hotel in Auburn was sold out. That was a bummer.
Yeah.
So the Auburn hotel was sold out for the dates that we would go. I saw that lizard and I didn't even think to jump.
No, I did that several times. This is gonna sound really stupid. I only just realized that when Dixie's crying, she's using her hands to cover her eyes. I just thought that her eyelids were really prominent. I've thought this for years now.
I will check. If you die this time, which I don't think you will. I think you got this.
Oh.
That's what
happened to me. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, so I'm excited to go to that wedding just because, something a little different.
I know. I'm excited for you. I wish I was going to a wedding sometime. I mean, like, I was invited to a wedding that was going to take place last year, and to my knowledge, they haven't rescheduled it yet. And sometimes I wonder, because, like, I'm not super, like, I'm really bad about keeping in touch with people, and so I don't talk to. You see, those are her hands. Those aren't just really prominent eyelids.
I think I thought the same thing. But I wasn't watching just now, so I'll have to pay attention.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'm a little nervous. Like, what if she uninvites us and for the new wedding date we're no longer invited? That's my fear. Um, yeah, so we'll see. Because I enjoy going to weddings. I think they're fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
Aww.
I was doing so well that time. Did you see me not die at all those
I
places
did.
we had been dying?
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm also excited to go to the Adirondacks, but we, haven't decided when that's happening yet. I also decided something. Oh, no, I mean, not that I decided something, but see, Tiger and I are
Oh my gosh, I thought it missed.
I thought I did too. We're planning on
Cool.
going down to Pittsburgh at some point this summer
Okay.
because we haven't seen his side of the family for a long time.
Yeah.
So, and I was considering us going to Columbus also for maybe Labor Day, but we'll see.
Yeah, we are we are going to Pittsburgh for Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, nice.
'Cause we're seeing my sister-in-law and helping her with her kids. Because her husband's gonna be out of town. So, gosh, these guys just run so fast.
Oh, here I was just like being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch you play. I even set my controller down. Like, who does that?
I don't know.
Oh, there are
They
two
can
of
get
them.
a somersault. The guy
Yeah,
to
I
show
didn't
you
think.
get their faces.
I thought I thought there was only one, so I was just gonna jump over.
Yeah.
Oh well. So my friends and I are still playing the Mario 3D World game.
Uh-huh. How's it going?
Good. We're, I think, on World 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we're enjoying it. I always score last, but there was one level where I scored the top, and it's because I had firepower, and
Why
and I was just shooting my fire everywhere and killing everything.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so I finally won one.
That's good. Yeah, I've also been playing with our high school friend. We didn't play this past week because she had her finals this week. So, but we'll be back to playing weekly next week. And so we are on World 7, which is the last one. But Bowser's Castle's at the end. But it's clearly not that last one because Mario usually has 8 worlds. So
I was gonna say, not the usual 8.
Yeah, so I think there's 8, but the 8th one I suspect is just a star bonus levels kind of thing, like Star World. So yeah. And there's just a lot of levels where when I finish it, I'm like, I really like this level. I think it's cute. I do think the 3D part of it though is kind of tricky, especially at first. Spatially, it just seemed really awkward to me. I don't know if you had that experience.
I guess sort of, especially at the end of every level when you're going for the flag.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? Is there a platform that I'm not getting high enough on?
Maybe if we get higher, we keep climbing the mountain. I'm not saying to climb the barrels. I'm saying maybe these barrels come into play later on.
No, I mean we have to.
Maybe I have to do it so I can helicopter over to keep climbing.
That's not a bad idea.
Wow. Oh my goodness. How did you even get started? That's what I'm wondering.
I started on this one. Usually my first jump, I was just like jumping onto it as it was falling apart.
Okay, that's good to know.
But I actually jumped on it.
I know. There we go.
Okay. Oh, thanks. I wonder if we were supposed to keep going up though. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I wanted to tell you about this lasagna I made.
Oh, you made lasagna?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm tired of it already.
How many days has it been?
I've had it 3 times now.
Of course I knew you were making lasagna. We talked about recipes last week.
Yeah, so I made it.
Yeah.
I made my own ricotta.
How did that go?
It was, I mean, it's kind of, I think it's like one of those things where, you know, you like it better if someone else prepares it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like, it tasted good. But the thing is, it's like, now that I know how ricotta is made, it's just kind of gross.
I see. That's a shame.
Yeah. But so what I did was, so I did do the zucchini lasagna.
Okay.
Oh no. So I chopped up a bunch of zucchini, roasted it for a little bit to get some of the moisture out. I made the ricotta, and I also cooked up an onion and some kale, and I blended it into the ricotta, so it's just like a, you know, a greens,
Yeah.
like greens and ricotta layer. And then I cooked some ground beef and onion, and I mixed in tomato sauce to go with that. Layered everything up. I had CU Tiger pick, the bee killed your bird.
Yeah.
I had CU Tiger pick up some mozzarella cheese, but he picked up like fresh mozzarella, which for lasagna and for pizza, I prefer shredded because, you know, it's easier to spread and stuff. And I think it melts better too. But yeah, so the whole thing turned out really well. It turned out better than I expected. It was just, you know, I'm tired of it already.
I'm sorry to hear that. I love lasagna, so that and Creature's asking if we had any side effects.
Yeah, we did have side effects.
Yep. We spent a good, like, I don't know, half hour talking about it maybe. But
it was not a half hour, it's probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, so long story short, me and Bryce both had like mild fevers, and we also both like, so that was on the first day after. And then on the second and third days after, we would both get headaches when we would stand up, but that was about it. Oh yeah, and then the first day there was also a little bit of nausea, and what was your other symptom you had?
I was achy.
Achy.
Like my legs were achy, and then my back was achy. It was really awful.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh.
And Argus was telling Creature that he was allowed to be excited about side effects because he was doing all caps, so he, you know, seemed very excited about what side effects we had. Yeah. Yeah. I could see all caps being yelling. I think usually like yelling in a excited way is usually how I interpret all caps. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Yes.
I don't know what's over here. If there's... Oh, there's nothing. Okay. That was a waste.
I mean, it's possible there's something like lower, but I don't think it's worth exploring. A little too close, I guess.
Yeah.
Just gotta collect myself. Remember how to, you know, do the thing.
Yeah, there was one day at work, so I made this really cool spreadsheet. which makes my job so much easier. And
Oh my
one of my coworkers, he's like, "Oh, is it okay if I like delete this column and do all this other stuff?" And I'm like, "No, don't do it." And but the thing is, my caps lock was on because I had forgotten. Because like one of our programs, when we type in it, you want it to be all caps. Because otherwise, like it comes up with like weird symbols, almost like a wingdings kind of font.
yeah,
So I still had my caps lock on because of that.
yeah.
And then
They're like, wow,
after
she's intense.
I know. Then when I realized that I did all caps, I'm like, oh, I guess I should apologize for that because I wasn't actually mad.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want him to delete stuff and
Right.
whatever he was gonna do, but um, I didn't mean to seem so angry.
Yeah. I today at work, usually like I'll have a couple meetings in a day and it's like not a big deal. I swear this morning I was in meetings for like 3.5 hours where like for two of the meetings I was like actively talking because it was just me and my supervisor, so it's not like it was like a serious meeting.
Ah,
Um but yeah, so that was different for me. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I
you
almost
don't
just
have to run, just like constantly be moving.
it just stresses me out. I feel safer if I'm constantly moving.
No, I know, but you're like freaking out and going super fast. You don't need to do that.
But it's not hurting me to do it. I know, yet.
Yep, not yet.
Ah! I thought it was, I thought I could jump farther than that.
Nope. But I was gonna say happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, that was yesterday, right? No, it's today, gosh.
No, it's today. Yesterday was May the 4th be with you.
Yes. Um, we kind of already celebrated Cinco on Saturday because we wanted to get Mexican for takeout, and we're like, well, why deal with the Cinco crowds when we can just go on an off day? So we got our Mexican already.
Mm-hmm.
But then our Mexican
How was Mexican takeout?
good. I mean, so the place we go, they give you like one bag of tortilla chips, a container of salsa, and then your meal. Um, yeah, we've gotten takeout. That's probably what we've gotten the most.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we get it pretty, like, I know, like, so last year we would do a bunch of like picnics with Argus's parents would like be driving through or whatever.
No.
Yeah, so they'd be driving through town, so we would always get like Mexican takeout because they like Mexican and so do we. So and then I mean we've gone on other occasions too, like just me and Argus, but yeah, we both like Mexican, so.
Like, I see you, Tiger, and I were talking about Mexican, and we're like, would that even be good as takeout?
I mean, I think it depends on what you're getting. If you're getting something that's like deep fried, then maybe not, because it might lose its crisp.
Yeah, like if you were to get a big plate of nachos.
Or like if you're getting a chimichanga or something, I think it would still probably be good, but it's just not going to be as good as at a restaurant. Usually I get well, so it kind of depends on how we're eating it, because like I said, we did a bunch of picnics with Mexican. In which case, I'm like, well, my favorite meal, the veggie fajitas, I'm not gonna get veggie fajitas if I'm like eating at a park because it's like too complicated. Like too many containers, you've got your little tortilla, you've got to manually fill yourself. I was like, no, that's too much work. So I'll do
Ah,
like a burrito or something. Um, so yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed all the Mexican we've gotten.
okay. Because, yeah, we were talking about it, and then, yeah, we were just like, I don't know if it'd be any good. So, um, So
We
we
are
ended up.
planning, I don't know if you're interested maybe in joining us. We are planning to get a Deep South taco sometime. Um,
Okay,
the,
maybe.
the one that's near the park and the ice cream.
Mhm.
So, because I figured like, I keep forgetting to check if they have like some nice outdoor seating.
Mhm.
Because I would believe that they do, but I'm just not sure at this location. Um, but I was like, either way, we're close to the park, so we can, take it to the park and eat there. We've done a
Mhm.
lot. Me and Argus have done a lot of eating in parks since COVID. That's our. If the weather's nice, that's our go-to.
Mhm. So we ended up doing for Cinco. I mean, it wasn't like really for Cinco. This was something we were planning on making this week, and it just so happened that we were making it today. Um,
Mexican? I
no,
thought
we
you
made
had lasagna.
no. I mean, we cooked more than one thing a
Oh,
week.
how weird. Okay.
You just cook one thing.
Yeah.
Then what do you do for lunch?
I've been doing toast
Oh.
because I have a lot of jam because I made jam with mom 2 years ago. Um, and so I've been like slowly eating my way through jam. So I've been doing, because when I was in the office, I would do my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But now that I'm at home, I'm like, well, peanut butter is kind of expensive. So I'm like, well, why don't I just do toast?
But then you're missing out on the protein and the fat.
I do put butter on it. There's some fat in the butter.
Well, then you're missing out on the protein.
I do, I have a snack of peanuts every day.
Well, that helps.
Um, and as I said, me and Argus do like cheese, so I feel like there's usually cheese involved with dinner. Um, but yeah, so I do a lot of toast for lunch. Although today I also did, with my toast, I did an apple with that nut butter you made me, which is like super delicious.
Mhm.
That was really good.
Yes, usually we make, I'd say, 2 meals a week. And sometimes we'll freeze or thaw something else too.
Hmm.
It really just depends, like, how many servings of something we made.
Yeah.
But so, anyways, we made black bean burgers today. Though I should
Nice.
say we did most of the work for it. No. We did most of the work for it yesterday.
Hmm.
And today we just baked them, but we like had the mix all ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was risky. I thought I could make the jump.
Hey, halfway. I
Finally, I
guess
feel like
somehow I assumed we had already gotten halfway.
no, because I start the level over every time.
I know, but somehow I just had assumed we must have gotten halfway. I don't know. In my
Yeah.
head, the logic made sense. Um, well, we've been doing
Yeah, so
breakfast.
the black bean burgers were good.
Good. I'm glad.
I mean, they're really good, so.
Yeah.
Ah, bummer.
We've been doing breakfast for dinner. So I made myself more of the breakfast like egg casserole thing, because it's super delicious.
Mhm.
And this time I put in, wrong button. That's the button. So this time I put in onions, bell peppers, and tomato.
Okay.
I pushed the wrong button.
Sorry, I always forget what button to press.
Yeah, I do too. What do you think, Bryce? Mom's asking me what room I want to sleep in when we go visit.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Why do I care?
You don't care, but I don't really care either. So that's why I asked you so that I didn't have to decide. The thing is, last time we went, I was kind of frustrated because I would have preferred to be upstairs because,
Mm-hmm.
it's still during COVID times. And so I was like, well, if I'm upstairs, then I can feel pretty comfortable taking my mask off. And like, go get ready for bed. Like, whereas, like the other time when I was staying in their like official guest room, which is in the same hallway as my parents' room, then I was like, well, I feel like I have to wear a mask like when I go to the bathroom, like just from the bedroom, and just, because it's closer.
So close.
So maybe I will suggest that we sleep upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's still good to play it safe,
Yeah.
even though you are vaccinated.
Yeah, but I also don't know that we're even wearing masks, but I guess I will just go with the assumption that we are. So being upstairs will have double benefit.
You're up.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, I thought that would probably happen. Just be careful. Nice. Yeah, we're staying with CU Tiger's parents, and like their bedroom's on the first floor, and all of the kids' bedrooms are upstairs.
Mhm.
So, and we always stay in CU Tiger's room.
Anyways, yeah, so we've been doing breakfast for dinner. Back to my, meal food. So I also made some pancakes, because I don't know if you remember this rice, but you gave me some buckwheat pancake mix ages ago.
I think.
Ages and ages ago, she gave it to me because she's like, I just never eat this, so here,
Oh no.
here, Cookie, you have it. And so I was like, sure, I like pancakes.
Was that when we split ways?
I think so. So I've had this. Clearly, it's very old pancake mix now. But yeah, so we're actually getting pretty close to finishing it now, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is exciting.
It's like okay. Although I will say the instructions on the bag, they said to, oh no.
I was gonna try and use invincibility and it didn't work.
It was a good idea. So the instructions on the bag said to add like too much water. So they were like really watery, and I was really mad at the instructions. But then, sorry, I gotta concentrate.
That's fine. You can fall.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, so the instructions were wrong, and then I was like, well, I guess I'll just add some flour and like baking powder, because I know those go into pancake mix. So that's what I did, and they taste fine, but they were gonna taste fine, like no matter what I did. So like they're not great pancakes.
They would have turned out better if you hadn't, added too much water. Because the thing is, those are the ones they serve at the pancake house.
I didn't add too much water though. I did what the instructions said.
Well, I mean,
I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying like I messed up. It's like no, I didn't.
I was saying more of the instructions were wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, they turned out fine, and so I've been eating those, and I opened up one of our jars of canned strawberries. So I've been eating those on the pancakes and then with syrup, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, we're almost done with our canned strawberries. No, I was gonna jump off because I saw that X was red.
Mhm.
But I was too slow. Right, Ripley? Nurse Ripley.
And so Argus, though, he doesn't not that he doesn't like the breakfast casserole, like he likes it, but he really likes over easy eggs. So
Can't blame him. I love over easy eggs.
so he always makes himself the over easy eggs while I just microwave my breakfast casserole. And then he also made himself a can of corned beef hash because he also likes corned beef hash. So he makes that each day, and then I just, yeah, microwave my things. Yeah, so that's our meal. That's gonna last us till we go visit our parents.
Yeah, see, I think the difference is that because both Sea Tiger and I take leftovers for lunch.
Yeah, then you can't just
So
eat
like
your
you go through
for dinner.
leftovers a whole lot quicker.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we do the 2 meals.
Well, because like usually our cooking, it's only good for 4 meals, for 4 days of dinner, and then with the other days of the week, it's kind of a toss-up. Like usually we'll get takeout once a week to support the local businesses, but also because I'm lazy and I like to get takeout. So we'll get takeout sometimes, and that'll last like a couple days, and then sometimes we just call it surviving, where maybe we're just eating like chips and salsa, or maybe we're having like Kraft mac and cheese, like not really high quality stuff, but like it'll get us by until it's cooking day again, and then we cook again. So, because next week, because it's also nice if you don't over plan. Like, you know,
Run. You gotta run or do that.
Aw.
Oh, and we were so close to the end.
Know.
Oh, maybe that wasn't it. I
It
thought
could
maybe
have
that was.
it could have totally been the end.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's kind of nice though. Like we're leaving for the weekend, you know, this week, but also like the week after, and then 2 weeks after that. We're leaving home a lot over the weekends, and so, you know, you don't want to have too much food around because then it's like, oh no, the food's gonna go bad. So
yeah. Yeah, we were just talking. We're like, what are we gonna do when we come back? Because like usually we cook on Sunday,
and then you don't have like your groceries, and that's always my big concern.
We're actually leaving on Saturday morning, so I can still go to the farmer's market.
Okay.
And also, like, then it's, you know, then we don't have to pack as much food for the dog, and you don't really miss out on that much time. I mean, and the thing is, too, it's like, so Friday night, both of our dads aren't going to be there because, like, our dad is going to be driving back from Columbus, and his dad works on Friday night.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like, well, you know, not really missing out too much on Friday night, so we'll just,
yeah, just go on Saturday.
Stay home and have a slightly relaxing. I mean, we'll have a, you know, relaxing Friday evening. No, I wasn't even touching it.
Ah, I thought for sure that was a thing. Oh, okay, here we go.
I think that's just yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, I thought it would reappear.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh well, we beat it.
We beat it.
Oh, I planted some of my like cooler weather crops. Not sure if because the thing is, since I didn't finish my irrigation system, I don't really have a way to water them right now. So I mean, it's really just dependent on the rain.
I see.
But I planted some kale and lettuce, beets, kale, lettuce, beets, kohlrabi, and spinach.
Okay.
So I think I'm the most excited about the beets.
I really like beets.
And they're golden beets, so they're not quite as earthy.
And they're probably not going to stain your clothes as bad.
I don't think so.
I actually meant to say something about our COVID symptoms earlier, but I forgot. I don't know how I didn't die there, but anyways, I was just gonna say that I had assumed that the symptom of having a headache when you stand up, I had just assumed that like I didn't take good enough care of myself when I had the fever. Like I assumed it was just like lingering dehydration or something.
And it could be. But I mean, I had the same thing, so
yeah.
Wow, we've only gotten 5 of those.
I know. I'm really surprised. Somehow I felt like we had gotten more of them. Gosh, these penguins are really harsh. Oh, did you see her hands covering her eyes?
I didn't. I was about to look, but it was too late. Oh, there's a bonus game up there.
Well, you know what I haven't talked about yet is the movie of the week from last week. So it was Argus's pick, and he decided that we were going to continue with our watch through of all the Star Trek movies. So, okay. So we watched the third one, The Search for Spock, and I thought it was good. But at the same time, like with these old Star Trek movies, I like always forget what even happened. Like if you say like, oh, which one's your favorite? I'm like, well, I don't really know, because to me they all they don't seem the same. Like I know they're all different, but I just kind of forget about what happens in each one.
Cookie, I want you to try jumping on them, but like keep jumping on them.
I think if I had more momentum going into it, it would have worked. Oh shoot, did you see her eyes?
No. I think I'm gonna try that bonus game again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try jumping on the penguins.
Nice.
Easy. Wow, we only have 7 of those.
I guess.
Embarrassing.
Good thing we don't need the coins to save, because we'd really be in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Okay.
It was the saddest thing. So I told you about how I was gonna take half a day off because I had a doctor's appointment. And I was like, oh, I can run all these errands. I can like go to the library and continue with the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And I can like I wanted to go to a couple of consignment shops, like hoping to find like some clothes that I liked. And then it just seems like every single thing I kept trying to do, it was just not working out. So like I went to the library, and this was like, I should have done the research beforehand, but the library didn't open till 4, and it was like 1:30. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna just wait around until the library's open. So, and then I had picked out 3 consignment shops to check out. So one of them I went to, and it turns out it was like they only had clothes for like young girls, you know? And so like children, like nothing was going to fit. Not even like teenagers, just young children. So I was like, okay, well, these clothes aren't for me. And then the second one I went to was closed. Again, I should have looked it up ahead of time. And then the third one I went to was open, but unfortunately there was nothing in, like, there were certain things that I liked, but I'm like, I don't need another plain V-neck shirt. So I talked myself out of buying things. I was pretty proud of myself.
Nice.
But I was also a little disappointed that I didn't get anything. You did just beat that one, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah, don't you see the blue and yellow flags?
I do, yeah. I was just confused. yours is usually just blue, so why is there yellow there?
It's because we got the DK coin.
Oh. I'm just gonna go save, because that's the boss. I think.
Trying to think of you know, whatever else been going on. We're doing a Disney trivia, which I'm pretty excited about. I looked into, like, I did a couple Disney Sparkle quizzes today.
And have they said yet what the
It's, you know, all Disney.
No, I know, but they usually. Am I out of snowballs? How do I get more snowballs?
I don't know.
Well, because usually they tell you, they give you at least one round, they tell you what the category is. Oh, I wasn't safe there.
We need to figure out how to throw, because otherwise...
I did throw. You throw with Y.
Oh.
But no, the real problem is I don't know how to get more snowballs, because for some reason I just tried to throw, you know, recently and nothing happened. But I know I threw a couple snowballs on the first try.
It must not have been Y then. You throw it with B.
B? Okay.
I totally hit him. Oh, that's right. You gotta, like, change how... I don't remember how you gauge, like, how far you're throwing, but I remember this being an issue.
I remember it being an issue too, and I don't remember it either. And I just got hit immediately, so I'm sorry about that. Good job.
Thanks. Well, I hit him twice.
MVP right there.
Yeah. Nice.
Thanks. Oh, shoot. I walked right into it. I would have been safe.
Why is he still going?
I suspect he's going to keep doing this until you hit him.
Oh. Oh. Darn it.
Oh, but I will say it was my first time going to a consignment shop, and it was really pleasant, you know, like, because the clothes are all secondhand, but the nice thing is that they're supposed to be like higher quality stuff. So you didn't
That's
have
like Plato's Closet, right?
Yeah. So you didn't have to, you know, like sift through mediocre things.
Oh, that's how... See that blue thing on the left?
Yeah, I know. I noticed it too.
Press down, because you're aimed too far.
Oh, I didn't realize.
It's your aiming.
I realized that. I just didn't notice it was in the top position.
You're still in top. Okay.
No, it switched on its own, I swear. You'll understand when I, you know, if you've got to redo this. It's
nice.
Pretty tricky. You're so quick. I'm gonna just keep it in the down position.
Okay.
Darn it!
You changed it
I
up.
didn't!
Can't you change it? Like,
I
down.
can change it, but I think sometimes when I press left and right, I think that sometimes I accidentally press up.
Yeah, probably. Ugh. I wasn't in the groove because, you know.
Mm-hmm. Darn it.
I think he's a lot easier to hit in the front.
Yeah. I missed. Oh, you're in. But I was thinking about for when we go to visit our parents that I'm gonna bring down some board games.
What are you gonna bring down?
Well, so since there'll be 4 of us, maybe, 6 if you and Sue Tiger want to play games with us too.
Oh, darn it.
I was thinking about bringing Carcassonne, and maybe Sushi Go Party. But I've never played Sushi Go Party with so few people, so that's kind of my concern with that one.
6 people's too few?
Well, with 4, I could, in case you and Sue Tiger weren't around,
Yeah.
We also have, we had gotten it as a gift, I think. We have,
You're still aimed high.
it's not intentional. We have Codenames pictures. That's what I keep trying to say, but, I'm trying to focus too.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, I've never played Codenames pictures, but we have it. Just haven't gotten around to playing it. So I'm kind of nervous though, because I've never played it. So I'm like, I've heard it's a lot harder than just regular Codenames.
I've never played it, but I feel like with Codenames you need a minimum of 6 people.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because otherwise it's just, someone giving a clue to their one teammate.
Right. And then, they might not get it. And like, that's fine, but it gets really demoralized. Gosh, he's so quick. I know, my aim was wrong.
Oh, you got him.
It was a miracle.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
You got this.
Oh, darn it. Sorry, I'm not losing on purpose.
No, I know, and I don't ever leave you in like a good spot, It's always just like, good luck.
Yeah.
Right into the worst of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring back my Stir Crazy for Dad. Because I was gonna sell it on Facebook Marketplace, and then our older sister was
something
like,
wrong with it?
No, it's just that I don't use it anymore, so so I figured I should find a new home for it. And yeah, so I was gonna sell on Facebook Marketplace, but then I mentioned it during, our call with our siblings, and our older sister's like, oh, I think Dad was looking into replacing his Stir Crazy. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll give him mine instead. So I'm gonna bring that down.
Well, I have mine. It just sits in the closet in case of a rainy day if something happens to my stovetop thing. So I really like my stovetop. Oh no, popcorn maker.
Because I just used my my silicone thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it works pretty well. So like I've been using that literally all the time for making my popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you're so good at this, and I'm just wasting lives.
No, I'm wasting lives. Oh, wrong aim.
Yeah, I also like my varsity jacket from high school. I seam ripped all of my old letters and
I
shields
keep
off.
Last time I went home, I asked mom for my jacket so I could do that, but she forgot to get. We were kind of in a rush to leave, I think, last time, so she forgot to give it to me.
Okay.
But I plan to do the same thing.
Well, so I seam ripped everything off, so I'm all ready to,
To
drop it
donate
off.
it.
But the thing is, like, so I emailed the guy who's the
Yeah, the sports director or whatever.
yeah, yeah. So he said that he would take the jacket. Cause I'm like, it's still a good jacket. Like, someone could definitely
Yeah,
use
use it.
it. Like, especially if they don't want to pay $100 for a new one.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so he said he would take it, but the thing is, it's like he's like, oh yeah, you can drop it off at the main desk, but it's like I'm not going to be there on a school day.
Yeah.
So I was kind of hoping that our dad could drop it off
You probably can.
for me.
Oh my gosh, he's relentless.
Yeah, how did we beat this guy before?
Must have gotten a little lucky, you know.
So hard.
Oh no.
What? I totally hit him. I thought I was safe there. Apparently not.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you this story yet. So I called LL Bean because
Uh-huh.
I have a pair of their boots, and I really like them. But the thing is, I've worn them so much. How am I not safe there? So I've worn them so much that they're really worn down on the bottoms. So they have like a resoling service. So I called them. I'm like, oh, like how's this work? What do I need to do? So basically, so they're like, oh, you just send them in the mail and then send them to this address, and we will take care of it for you. You can leave a little note inside saying like, oh, this is what I want to be done. Give me a call for payment information. So I'm like, okay, this is great. So I'm like, okay, I just got to ship them. So I said to Steve Tiger, I'm like, oh, we don't really have a box that I can ship my boots in. So and then we got our Sitka salmon delivery. Darn it. Then we got our Sitka salmon delivery. I'm like, oh, like this box can work. So I take it, and the thing is, the box was like extra big. So, like, the fish comes with this packaging in it that, like, insulation.
Yeah.
So I still kept the insulation in because there was just so much space. So, so I go to the post office. There's only one guy working, so I have to wait a little while to, get to the desk. I get to the desk, and he's like, oh, this is an oversized package. I'm like, okay. And he's like, it's going to cost you extra. So he's like, let's see what it's going to be. So he's like, the flat rate going to Maine is $16. And for a box this size, it's going to be $36. And I'm like,
wow.
oh, okay, let me find a smaller box then.
Yeah.
So I left, and no. So I left, and then I like texted mom, and I'm like, hey mom, do you have any boxes that can fit a pair of boots?
Me and Argus have so many boxes.
Well, so anyways, so mom showed me a picture of this box that I thought would work. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, maybe we'll do that. And then mom's like, oh, did you try shipping at UPS? Because she's like, sometimes they will ship boxes for like cheaper than what the post office will. So I was like, no, I didn't try UPS. Let me try that. So then I, get back in my car, go out to UPS, and, I walk in, got my big box.
Yeah.
And the girl at the desk, she's like, she looks at the address that I wrote down for LL Bean, so it's a post office box. And she's like, oh, we can't really deliver to a post office box. Like, it has to go through the post office. And she's like, we can still ship it, but it's just going to cost you extras.
Oh gosh.
Like, let's just see how much it'll cost. Like, you know, maybe it'll magically be cheaper than what the post office charged me. So she's like, what'd the post office charge? I'm like, 30. No. So I'm like 36, and she's like, oh, well, the, you know, we would charge you 56.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, no, I'm not going to spend that much just to ship my boots.
No.
So then, I had my first book club meeting for the Shadow and Bone trilogy.
I'm so happy for you.
So we did that book club meeting, and one of the girls she's worked at Ella Bean, and she's like, oh, we used to have people just like come into the store and drop off their boots, and we would ship it for them. I'm like, oh, like that's cool. How much did you charge for that? And she said $14.
Oh.
So like that's even cheaper than the 16 base rate than, you know,
yeah,
for what the post office gave me. Though I did post office has a calculate your cost thing, and you can put in your box dimensions. Darn it. So I guessed my box dimensions for like the box I would need. And so I was seeing like a cost of, I think, $18 for, no. So I was like, well, you know, we'll see like what, you know, this box of Moms is going to cost me.
Yeah.
So like I'll plan on doing that, but if it doesn't work out, I saw that the closest Ella Bean store is in Rochester. Granted, it's on the far side of Rochester.
Is it in Victor?
Yeah.
Because, you know, me and Argus have to go to Victor anyhow at some point, because we've been meaning to go, I think, to Levi's to, maybe it wasn't Levi's. Somewhere there's a shop there that will take old battered shoes for recycling.
Ugh.
And so we meant to go before COVID happened, and then COVID happened, but you know, we've just been lazy and not really going anywhere. So
wait, they take battered shoes?
Yes.
Could I send you some shoes?
I mean, yeah, but I don't. That's the thing. I don't know when we're going.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I could probably make the trip for the long weekend that I'm staying at my in-laws. Yeah. Give me your battered shoes and your LL Bean boots.
Okay. Well, don't put the LL Bean boots with the battered shoes.
No, I know. And also, because I assume they ship your shoes back to you, and just write down your address for me, because it's one of those things, like, I know which house is yours, but at the same time, I don't really know what your address is.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so, because that friend who used to work at LL Bean, she lives in Syracuse. And so she worked at the LL Bean store in Syracuse. And then so the other friend who's in the book club, she's like, oh, I'm going out to Syracuse for her fiance's uncle's funeral. So she's like, I'm going out to Syracuse anyway. So she's like, I could take your boots for you. So if you didn't want to take my boots to Rochester, then she could take them to Syracuse. This is all if I decide not to just send it through the post office.
Right.
It depends on what the post office would charge, because I don't want to like inconvenience anyone with my boots.
Yeah.
Oh, you almost got him just by luck. Ah!
The thing is, yeah, I feel like you kind of just have to get lucky with where he's hiding.
Yeah.
It's like when he's far away, it's like I'm just not even gonna bother. But whenever he's in that corner, I always get hit. I should have just hid and tried to stay safe.
No, it changed on me.
You were gonna hit him.
This boss is so hard.
I know, and I remembered having a lot of trouble with him the first time we played this game.
Yeah, I do too. But yeah, so that was my whole like boot failed adventure. It was really frustrating.
It sucks. Ugh. I just don't like it when he's in that spot. It's the worst.
Yeah.
There's nowhere safe to hide, and I don't know. It's tough.
We're running low on lives.
I noticed.
Maybe when he's in that spot, we should just like only be on the defensive.
Well, no, I think the key is to be on the offensive, honestly, because if you hit him early, then he stops throwing the snowballs at you.
That's true. You're on the wrong row.
Thanks.
So I do think that we didn't realize that for a long time, the first time we played this.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, you know what? Totally unrelated. I meant to tell you that I started watching a new season of Are You the One?
Oh, did you?
I did. The people are, crazy as ever.
Of course.
Yes. I think I still have to hit him like 2 more times or something. I don't know. Darn it.
Okay, no, I've done this part before. Doesn't mean I'm good at it. Oh, that's what got me, because I keep expecting it to be the other thing. Darn it, I'm so sorry.
I would try to coach you through it if I knew how, but I don't think there's a great way to coach anyone through that.
Yeah. I told you I started a new season for me for the Amazing Race.
Yeah, you did. I don't remember what season number it was.
4.
4. Yes, I do remember you telling me that. And I never got around. I meant to look at a cast picture, but then I never got around to it.
No,
Oh, these people.
Mhm.
That redhead woman. I remember her.
Mhm. Yeah, it's fine. They went to Venice, and then they went to what's it called? Some city in Austria. I can't remember what name it is. So.
Salzburg. Vienna.
Yeah. Yeah, they went to Vienna.
There's the only 2 Austrian cities that I know.
Which actually, one of the challenges is, I mean, it was the fast forward, but it's so weird because there's fast forward on every leg.
I know, isn't it like a little much?
Yeah. But so in the fast forward, they had to carry these trays of champagne across this this ballroom of dancing people. And these people were just dancing a waltz, so like nothing complicated. But it's just like, I wish that people still danced like that, just because it's like, if you know how to do the waltz, it's like, oh yeah, you can just join right in, and it just like looks more elegant than like how people dance now.
Yeah, I get you. I was watching it's when I was watching Race Across the World. There was a team that like they just happened upon like a bunch of people dancing the tango in Argentina, like under a they were in like a gazebo, like a giant gazebo thing. Yeah, it was really cool, and I thought the same thing. I'm like, it's a shame people don't dance like this, or like more people don't know how to dance like that.
It's gonna yeah. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. No, I've seen you. I can't believe it. I pushed Y.
Oh no.
Ah!
You're on the second. Oh my gosh.
You can do it. He just repeats the same thing over and over. You can do it.
No.
That's the hardest one for sure. I'm so sorry I messed it up twice.
Yeah. Yeah, you really got to watch that little blue
I
indicator.
know.
I mean, but I can't fault you
Goodness.
because you've been awesome.
Thanks. Not awesome enough to beat it though.
What? I totally hit him.
But so in this season of Are You the One, I'm only 2 episodes in. But in the very first episode, one of the girls gets her nose broken because the thing is, like, the way the bedroom is, like, they all sleep in the same room. Like, there's just tons of, like, I don't want to call them couches, but, like, you know, things that are, like, squishy that they sleep on. And so, like, one guy was, like, trying to jump over this girl, and then his knee or something, he bonked her in the nose. And so, so she had to spend the first night in the hospital.
Wow.
But she was okay. So she's back now. But there's a real twist with this season, and I don't like it. So the twist is that there are 10 guys, but 11 girls, because one of the guys had 2 perfect matches. So then they're like, well, why don't we make this part of the game? It's like the dumbest thing. So the thing is, the 11th girl, I got it wrong. So the 11th girl, they, like, introduced last. And so her deal is that, so she's, you know, she shares a perfect match with someone. And the thing is, if she gets into the truth booth with her perfect match before the other girl, then, you know, the other girl has to leave. She gets no money, no perfect match, nothing. She's just out.
Oh, wow.
I know. I haven't even told you the worst part yet. The worst part is the emotional trauma for the matchup ceremonies at the end of each episode, because the extra girl has to stand by herself alone, away from everybody else. And I just, like, especially the very first time for the very first matchup ceremony, I'm like, this is brutal. Like, don't make her stand all alone, like, far away from him. It was just, I'm not okay. Like, just that part of it, I'm like, this is not okay.
Yeah.
I felt very bad for the first girl, and then it happened the second time, and I felt equally bad for that girl. It's very sad.
Yeah. It's interesting that because I thought it was just going to be like, oh, you're on the wrong. Okay.
Yeah, I fixed it.
I mean, I would just think there would just be an extra girl, and, you know, they wouldn't tell who was extra.
Right. That's what I thought too. Darn it. Darn it. Oh, please stop being right there. I was hoping to hit him, like, even if I died in the process, you know?
Mm-hmm. No.
Good one.
Thanks.
Go out. Good one. Good one. I think that's the last hit.
Yeah.
Hooray! We did it! I don't even know how many lives we had left. We were really low.
We had like 2.
We did it!
We gotta save.
I know. Good job.
Maybe make a save state too.
Yeah, we'll just save. It'll be okay. It knows.
Well, thanks, Argus, for the G's.
Yes, thank you.
Ugh.
So hard.
Man, what a horrible boss.
Yeah. I will do the save state just in, well, I guess it doesn't even matter if it was just in case, because no matter which way we launch the game, it, like, doesn't matter anymore, you know?
Would it not matter? If you entered a save state, wouldn't it bring us back to our last save state?
Well, no, so I'm just saying, like, if I create a save state, like, when we relaunch the game and if we say we're not using the save state, it doesn't matter. I think our save state, like, doesn't work. Because I think the game takes over, but maybe I have it reversed. So, whatever. We'll make a couple save states. We don't need them, but we're going to create them anyways. Suspend points, excuse me. But yeah, we did it.
Glad we beat it.
Me too. And I think
thanks for doing all the heavy lifting on that.
Well, no, you did the hardest part. Yeah, you did a good job. It's really tough to like get in the right throw when he throws them so fast.
Well, I feel like at the end you just have to like kind of be on the move and throw it as you're walking. At least that's what I did, and it seemed to work out okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah. All right, well, do you think we should stop there? I mean, that was a good
stopping point. I think that was a good stopping point.
Zapper just got here. Hey, Zapper.
Well, Zapper, we just beat the snowman, and we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. Lost a lot of lives in the process.
Yeah, we did. I don't know how many lives we had, but...
Yeah. I don't know either, but took a lot of lives. So we are... I'm not sure where we go after this world. Of course
we died a million times on the snowman.
Of course we died on the snowman. Okay, so this is where we go next time.
Okay.
Yeah. That was very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed all of the excitement of dying from the snowman.
Mm-hmm. But we did it, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Ready to move onward.
Yes. And so, yeah, we're gonna finish the stream here for today. And, yeah.
Be back next week.
Yep. Have a good week, everyone. And, yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday at 6:30.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
All right. Bye. Thank you.